practical tips for managing stress and anxiety, how I personally manage that. The first thing that really helps you, because one of the reasons you probably feel angry and anxious, well, at the very least, that was for me, right? One of the reasons I felt anxious and stressed is when I see my to-do list. Worst, when I don't even have a to-do list, but it's all in my head and I know I have lots of shit to do, but I can't even put that on paper. I don't even know where to start. That's the stress and anxiety, right? And when the situation is new and I need to learn, I need to consult, I need to make all kinds of decisions, and everything needs to happen now because I have deadlines to respect, right? The court process and the custody and the alimony and arrangements and all this knowledge to encompass, that's the stress. So the first thing that really helps is, first of all, put this on paper, prioritize it, and then get shit done. Wake up a little bit earlier, take a look at the list. I'm going to do this right now. And then once you're done, it's like, okay, fuck, I need to rest. You look at the list, fuck rest. I'm going to do this. And at the end of the day, once you've accomplished and you look at, hey, man, I did this, you feel good. It's like you feel proud. Yeah, amazing. I can do this. It gives you certainty. It gives you hope. It gives you this confidence that you can manage this situation, that you can eat that elephant one bite at a time. But guess what's going to happen? As you do shit, as you get shit done, you get better at getting shit done, right? Because right now it might be, if you have stress and anxiety, that was the way it was for me. And the analogy that really helped me to understand it is, okay, I need to eat that elephant. So the elephant is big and I'm that small, right? How am I going to eat it? Well, it's very simple, one bite at a time, and then you restart. Now, the beautiful thing about that analogy is that if, let's say, there are 1,000,000 bites in an elephant right now, and you start taking bites of the elephant, it's not going to take you 1,000,000 bites. It's going to take you less than that. It's not going to take you 1,000,000 days. Because if you start with one bite a day, eventually you're going to become better and you'll be able to take 2 bites a day. Not only that, you'll be able to increase the size of the bite. So you're going to take 2 bigger bites per day and then 3 even bigger bites a day. And so instead of 1,000,000 days, it would have taken the logical rational way to explain it. Oh, there are 1,000,000 bites. I can eat 1 bite a day today, so it's going to take me 1,000,000 days. No, perhaps you're going to end it up with, I don't know, 30 days, because you'll be able to eat 10,000 bites per day, bigger bites, because you're going to get better at this, right? So get shit done. Take actionable steps towards resolving legal matters. We spoke about this. Organizing finance, that's the next module. Maintaining your home and personal life. Super important. Prioritize tasks and tackle them with determination. It boosts productivity, provides a sense of control, and fosters accomplishment during stressful times. And this sense of accomplishment is the one that completely counteracts all the anxiety and stress. Because now, even if your to-do list is big, you have certainty. I can do this. And the next day you repeat and you restart and you build that confidence, because confidence does not, you don't need to be confident before doing something. Confidence comes as you do things, as you accomplish things, as you become better at accomplishing things with experience, right? And experience, again, you need to do shit. So get shit done is the number one. It's the best way. You feel bad, you feel lonely, you feel sad, you feel depressed, you feel anxious. Do shit. Is your home clean? Clean your home. You're going to feel amazing almost immediately. Is your body in bad shape? Get on the ground, pump 10 push-ups, go for a walk, go for a jog, go to the gym and pump some iron. Gyms are so cheap right now. Get like on YouTube video and do a home workout. But okay, it's coming. But get shit done, okay? Look at your priorities and get shit done. Second thing, guess what? That's going to be a regular exercise. That's right. Physiology above everything. So, motion causes emotion. If you feel sad, depressed, stressed, anxious, whichever way, motion causes emotion. I still practice it today. Get regular exercise. So incorporate activities like strength or fitness training, jogging, cycling, or yoga into your routine. Boosts mood, increases endorphin levels, and reduces anxiety. For men, especially for angry men, strength training is the best. So go pump some iron. Get on the ground, pump some push-ups. Right? Go chop some wood. And I'm going to show you a couple of more techniques. That's what I found for myself. Sometimes I'm just like at home, and when I feel the anger and all the injustice that's coming in, what I would do, I would get on the ground, pump the push-ups until I can't anymore, and then I start screaming. That's one of the next steps. When you combine emoting and primal screaming, which is a wonderful technique to get rid of your anger and your hurt, and to get beyond the emotions and to release that, so that you don't lash out on your kids or on co-parent or anyone else and create damage in your life, because at this point you don't want that damage. Okay, super powerful. So not only you do it in the moment when you feel the emotion, but you do it regularly, because then your body is just better. You don't have those emotions to start with, and again, it builds confidence. It builds your certainty that, hey, I can manage it, I can do this. And then you also look in the mirror, you look good, you wake up in the morning, you feel better, you have more optimism. So it's so crucial to do exercise. The thing is, when we feel stressed and anxious, that's the time when we least want to do physical exercise, but that's the time when we must do it. Okay, so just do it anyway, practice that muscle, do it anyway. So just get your ass somewhere to a location where you can do some physical exercise. It's worth every penny if you pay for it. But the good news, most of the workouts are free. You can get them on YouTube. Great. Next, adequate sleep. Prioritize consistent sleep patterns and create a restful environment, essential for emotional regulation, cognitive function, and overall health. Like, to me, when I notice, and I notice time and again, I'm 41 today. Sleep is so much more important today than it used to be back in the day. If I have a bad night's sleep, I'm off, and I need to be very conscious of that throughout the day, because I know that I'm more trigger happy, even though I'm not really triggerable these days. But I know that I'm more trigger happy. I know that I need to be more careful. I know that I need to put a little bit more effort into my mental practice, and so just to be more present and to do everything more. So sleep is super important. Prioritize it, and guess what? Getting shit done and regular exercise help your sleep. So it all works together. Okay, and one does not prevent the other. Um, Maintaining a routine. And again, for good sleep, just don't watch the screen before bed. Like, have a regular night routine. Super important. If you have hard time sleeping well, you can go and take a warm bath, right? And if you still have a hard time sleep, pump some push-ups and get shit done, right? Like, don't stop. Don't like linger in bed and what am I gonna do and have those invasive thoughts. It's like all the bullshit. It's like she's gonna sue me. I'm gonna lose the home. I'm never gonna see my kids. My kids will never love me again. And then what are the people gonna be thinking? And I'm gonna be a laughing stock for the society around me, from all my community. Everybody's gonna reject me. All the friends that we have in common, what are they thinking? And they're probably laughing about me and like humiliating and like I'm feel so ashamed. Don't allow this mental chatter, because I know how it is. I've been there. Okay, don't allow this to linger there. Physical activity, get shit done, get some certainty and confidence back. Okay, by doing this, and then you can, and then once you're confident, go fuck you. Like, you say to the little voice in your head that says something, fuck you, get the fuck out of here. And then you sleep. Okay, and if you don't sleep, well, at least you got shit done, which is already better. Healthy eating, super important. If you're eating junk food, actually, countless researches have been made on the link between eating well and your emotional world. If you eat garbage, you have garbage emotions. That's just how it is. Okay, so focus on a balanced diet with vegetables, fruits, proteins, and whole grains. Support brain functions and stabilize mood, helping to alleviate stress. If you're eating lots of meat, just telling you, more on that in the holistic health modules in the premium community. But even here, if you eat a lot of meat, what happens is that your energy, your body uses a lot of energy to digest that meat, so you have less for processing your emotions. And so if you have a difficult time and you're eating meat, especially meat combined, bad meat combined with bread, like burgers or hot dogs, really bad for you. You're emotionally dysregulated and you don't have the energy because there are no nutrients in there. So what you want is adopt a healthy diet. 70% of your food should be vegetables. Okay. You can read on it, it's super simple. Should be vegetables and preferably raw. And then some cereal and some meat. Okay, just force yourself to do this. Adopt a healthy lifestyle. Eat well. That's going to help you tremendously. And when it's eating well, it also means proper hydration. You need hydration. Okay, 2 to 3 liters of water. Water, not juice, not soda. Water. You need that per day. Okay. again, one does not prevent the other. When you start doing this, it's going to help you exercise. It's going to help you get shit done because you're going to have more energy. Instead of digesting meat, you're going to have more. You will have digested your food, have more nutrients, have more vitality to get shit done, to exercise better, to sleep better, and that creates a better momentum, and you have even more energy, right? And then you have more energy to process the challenging emotions, and then you can accept divorce and get on with the renewal of your life. And then social interaction. Stay connected with supportive friends. Supportive is the thing here, right? And it's not okay. I'm just gonna finish reading, and then I'm gonna give you like what happens here. With supportive friends, family, or groups, provides emotional support and network for sharing experiences. So here, what happened to me? Um, I was eating healthy. I was maintaining a routine. Oh, we didn't talk about maintaining a routine. We're gonna get back to it. I was eating healthy, maintaining routine, and but my social circle, like they were trying to, they were not able to listen to me. Okay, and that was the problem. And it was very hard to speak with my family because they wouldn't necessarily give me what I needed to hear. Right? They were telling me what I wanted to hear, and that was not necessarily the best thing for me. So here, when I was looking for support, I was looking for support of people, of masculine people who also went through this situation, who would be able to tell me, "Hey, man, get out of your like comfort zone and like go and do shit." Like I needed guys to push me, guys to help me process emotions. I needed to a safe space where I could express my emotions also, because with my family it was not safe. Like if I started going there, they would freak out and go, no, 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 don't worry, like don't be sad and don't be angry, everything is going to be okay. I didn't need to hear that, right? This is what they thought I wanted to hear, so that's because they weren't properly primed to deal with that. So here it's stay connected with those people who can understand what you're going through and provide a listening, provide an ear to what you have to say, right? It's not just comforting you in your pity party, because that can also happen, right? Oh my God, life is so miserable. Now. Yeah, yeah, it's so miserable. Yeah, I understand what you're going through. And maybe they cry with you. Maybe it's going to feel good once or twice, but it doesn't allow you to move out of this, right? And sometimes, oh, I got attention, I got comfort. Your subconscious mind thinks, oh, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to even provide even more pity. And then it's going to look for all of the reasons to be pitiful. And then you lack sleep and you are for sure pitiful. You don't exercise, don't eat healthy. No, you need people who understand what you're going through, but are still going to push you to do better, to be a better self, to go through the cycle, right? To talk about emotions, but not stay in them, right? To feel but not linger in them. To be sad, sure, that's fine, but not have a pity party where everybody's invited but nobody wants to go, right? Super important. Now, I missed here maintaining a routine. This is so crucial because when you build yourself routines, this information is going to be how to build proper routines, is in the managing your resources in the premium community. I'm going to explain how to build routines, what to do, how to trigger them, and how to build powerful routines and the philosophy behind it, and so on and so forth, and where you can just get so much more shit done and live a better lifestyle in a very few little hours. It's like building a routine really allowed me to not only manage my emotional states, but also double my business in less than 2 years after the second separation. And so it was amazing, and I was able to accomplish so many more things in in a in fewer hours, and so it just built my productivity through the roof. Anyways, I'm going to be sharing that with you, but you can establish a daily schedule that balances work. Let me just make it white here. Self-care and parenting. Reduce decision fatigue and manage anxiety by providing structure. So when you have a good routine, routine, what is it? It's just a collection of different steps that you do. For example, in the morning, you already have a routine. For most of us, it's grabbing the telephone and start scrolling, right? That was used to be my routine. I would wake up, what's on my telephone, what is on Facebook, what is this and that, and then your brain is full of garbage. What's on the news, of what's in the news, what's in the market, what's the pre-market. That was for me. I used to be in wealth management. I run a wealth management business, and so I fill my brain with negative things, and then I go, "What do I need to do? Fuck, I don't feel like." It. And I was like, "Ugh, crap." And it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm still divorced. Oh fuck, I need to clean my home. I need to buy shit. I need to do shit." It's like, no, building a routine that empowers you. So the routine is a sequence of steps. So what do you need to do in a routine? So just decide what you want. For example, in a routine, okay, we just spoke about nutrition. So I need hydration. Drink a glass of water right away. Big win immediately. Then what you need to do, pump 10 push-ups, 10 squats, 10 sit-ups. Boom, I took care of my physical health. And already motion causes emotion. I'm in a better mood. The blood is pumping through my veins. I already have more energy right away. Take a cold shower. That's the first thing I do in the morning. But take a cold shower. That like it's so good. If you take a cold shower and you get in the habit of taking cold shower, it's good on so many levels. I'm not going to go into the details here, but like build a routine that suits you, that empowers you, that's good long term and that's good short term for you. If you need to, and you can add an item like do one thing from my list, from my to-do list. All of this before checking your phone. All of this before anybody else can stick some shit in your priority list, right? You do it for yourself. Maybe go for a run, go for a jog, go for a walk, go whatever, right? Do something physical, something emotional, something mental, prepare yourself for the day, do something, accomplish something so it's already done before you even start the day, okay? Before anybody can bring anything into your day. Super important. The same thing at night. When you create a routine at night before you go to bed and you incorporate it, the brain already knows, the brain prepares to go to bed. And so it will, when you start the routine, the brain already starts shutting down, relaxing, and then the sleep is better. When the sleep is better, you wake up in a better mood and so on and so forth. You build more energy, and it's a good spiral of success. Okay. We spoke about this. Great. Let's continue. 10 ways I reduce stress and anxiety continued. So deep breathing. So it's number 7. So most of us, I invite you right now to just sit where you're sitting, if you're in a car or whatever, and just notice how you breathe. Most of us, we breathe shallowly here in this portion. I don't know. Yeah, you can see in this portion of our lungs. Just notice how you breathe. Notice if your belly is actually lifting, if your belly button is lifting or not. If you're not providing energy and breath in your lower lungs, you're not breathing correctly. So shallow breath is associated with anxiety and stress. So you trigger anxiety, and you can literally trigger anxiety and stress just by shallow breathing. When I discovered this, and I go, "Oh my God, I'm breathing so improperly," I was like shocked. But that's how it works. So there are simple breath techniques that you can use, right? And you can use them anywhere while driving, while sitting. So I invite you to do just one of them. For example, there is the 4-7-8, the box breathing, 4 by 4 by 4, and there is in the nose, out of the mouth. Okay. They function similarly, but if you try them and when you adopt them, you will see the slight difference. So, for example, in through the nose, out through the mouth really calms your nervous system. This is what the Navy SEALs and the military people use, right? Especially in special divisions to really calm themselves super quickly. So, if you find yourself in a stressful situation, you're in court or in like with your co-parent now or with your still wife or whomever or with kids, and like something happens that triggers you, that's possible, that's normal. We get triggered sometimes. You can use this technique. So just sit there, close your eyes, and breathe in, and remember to breathe in lower lungs. Not here, lower. Your belly button should be pushed out, right? At first, it might feel uncomfortable, but then with practice, it will become natural, and you will see the tremendous change you're going to find, that it provides you with so much more focus, clarity on your day-to-day. Your brain functions properly because there is more oxygen coming into your blood, right? And it's going to calm your sympathetic nervous system. So you're literally going to feel less stress, less anxiety. There's going to be less cortisol, which is a stress hormone in your body. And so just learning how to breathe from everything that we spoke, get shit done. Well, actually, everything is important, but breath, exercise, and getting shit done are the 3 most important aspects. Okay. So just breathe lower. So inhale through the nose. And just do this right now as we speak. As you continue listening to me, just do this, and you will notice a tremendous change. How I did it twice. I'm already calmer. I'm already more centered. I'm already more like present here. It's amazing. It works quickly. You do this for 5 times, you don't even see the time pass and go, wow, that was great and that was easy. What did it take me so long? Okay. This is one of the techniques. Another technique is box breathing. So it's 4 by 4 by 4. How it works is you breathe in on the count of 4, you hold for the count of 4, you breathe out on the count of 4, and you hold on the count of 4. Again, it helps control stress responses, improve concentration, and maintain emotional calmness. So you can do this as maintenance. You can do this in your toilet, before a meeting, at work, at the desk. You can do this as you walk. You can do this while driving a car. You can do this anytime, as you wake up, as you go to bed, as you wake up at night, anytime. The breath is your friend, okay? It will always be here, because for as long as you're alive, you will always be breathing. All you need to do is breathe well, and you will see a tremendous difference, okay? When you breathe here, it produces stress and anxiety. When you breathe here, it reduces stress and anxiety just by breath. You have nothing else to do. Okay, so powerful. So let's try the 4 by 4 by 4, right? So you inhale on 4, you hold on 4, you exhale on 4, and you hold on 4. So inhale, hold, exhale, hold, and you restart. You see how simple it is? You do this 4 times. It takes 1 minute. The results are incredible. If you feel anxious or stressed right now, just do it now. See for yourself. Ideally, you close your eyes, you just do this, you focus on your breath, deep breath, and you do 4 times. It takes a minute. Completely restore. You come from work and kids are here, you don't know what to do, everything. Guys, hold on, give me 1 minute. You go somewhere in private, you sit, you breathe, you come back. Okay, I'm ready to listen what you have to say. You can do this with your wife, with your ex-wife, with a co-parent, with a new parent, with a new partner, with a meeting, with a boss, with subordinates, with whomever, with a client. You can do this. Like I was doing this with clients. Imagine I'm receiving clients in my office, and there was COVID. I separated COVID, and I learned the breath techniques. And some clients were not happy with the way the markets were going, and they see losses 10, 15, 20% in their portfolio. Go like, what the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. Listen, let's just breathe together. Let's just take a few deep breaths together, and then we can talk. Would that be okay? Because I feel like that would really calm us down. And I explained to them the benefit, like lowers the cortisol levels, and then we become more focused. We can become more productive, right? We would do like 4 by 4 by 4 4 times, 1 minute, and then we were talking. I'm like, wow, incredible, right? I did this with my financial advisory clients, so there is no excuses for you not to do it. So do it, okay? And then there is the same principle, 4 by 7 by 8. It really oxygenates the brain much more, enhances relaxation. You can do it before sleep. Next, emotional releases. This is so powerful, guys, but you need to kind of grow in this. So what we're talking about rage rooms, forest therapy. So engage primal screaming. Engage in physical activities that allow for the release of emotions, such as rage rooms or through forest therapy. Offers a safe way to express strong emotions and promotes relaxation. To me, at some point, I was so disconnected. The only emotion I had and I could feel and I could access was anger and rage. I was so enraged. I was so like, I felt it so unfair. And I felt like, fuck, it's like, all the time angry. Because what happened, I built up so much emotion and I never released any. I never talked about it with anybody, talked it with anybody, never emoted, never allowed myself to even see what's inside. Had so much anger. That's all I could feel. So this technique was absolute metamorphosis for me. When I learned that it's okay to do this, I go, oh yeah, bring it on. So the principle is very simple. As you are disconnected from emotions or you don't allow yourself to release them, they build up. It's like you can think about it. It's like trying to hold your shit inside of you by squeezing your ass, right? Eventually, there is a lot of shit, so you're going to shit your ass, shit your pants. And sometimes you're going to shit all over the place and on everybody, right? Sounds familiar? Is that your case? Did that happen to you that you got triggered and then you've just shat on everybody? Because it's not, and you shat on everybody not because they pushed you a little bit. It's because you had too much shit and you didn't evacuate it before because you were trying to squeeze it. Doesn't work. Doesn't work with shit. Doesn't work with emotional shit. You need to deal with it. You need to express it. You need to go to the shitter and release, right? That's how you get rid of shit. Same thing with emotions. When you have too much anger, too much shame, guilt, whatever else, you need to emote this and get rid of this and not hold it, not try to squeeze it in. Imagine, like, what's the point of trying to squeeze all the shit inside of you? It's toxic. That's probably one of the reasons you're facing divorce, because you tried to do this, and so you became toxic to everybody around. So nobody wants to be around you. Well, maybe not nobody, but the wife doesn't want. But doing this, you will completely metamorphose your toxicity because you're going to be able to deal with shit. And there are some really good things at the end of it. Once you get rid of this anger, you will see the truth. You will get a lesson. You will get the wisdom that you cannot buy. You cannot get this wisdom by reading a book, by listening to a guru, by listening to me, to whomever. You can only get this by going through the experience. So when I faced this, it was an incredible experience. The first time I allowed myself, and it was difficult, I didn't want to go there. I really needed the guy to help me there. It's like, okay, so how does that feel? Build that anger. It's like, what really worked for me, and I want you to experience this for yourself. If that emotion had a sound, not a word, a sound, what would that sound be? And make that sound. Then once you make that sound, do it again, but with more intensity. Really connect with the emotion and really make that sound, especially anger. If you go to a rage room, bring all the people you resent, pictures of them, put them like somewhere, get a baseball bat or an axe or whatever is available in the rage room, right? You can go on Google rage room in my city, find it, go there. It's amazing, right? It's like destroy, it's like scream and yell and get it out of you. It's amazing how much freedom you get from this, how much more energy get from this. Unbelievable. And then you feel calm for a week, for 2 weeks, because you released so much of the shit that was just like pent up anger here, ready to explode like a volcano. Well, there is no more lava to explode. So the volcano is calm, sleeping giant. Okay. So you do this over time, you incorporate it in your regular prices. Another way to do this, you go to forest. I used to go to forest in the summer, like on trails and camping by myself, and I would like walk on the trail, and it's like if nobody around, I didn't see for somebody for a while. I used to like the hard trails because not many people are there. Just grab a tree real hard and it's like just yell my lungs on. It's like try to go as deep as possible, release and think of all of the things, all of the anger, all the situations that enrage me and anger me, and just like yell and release. And if I needed more, I would like squeeze it hard. It was like get on the ground and get some push-ups. Listen, I got in a tremendous shape doing this. Why? Because I realized I had so much anger. I had like a whole ocean of anger. I was swimming in it. I didn't even know I was in it because I was drowning in it. It's only when I had a few of those experiences and I could lift my head above all the anger I had, I go, wow, there is so much of it more left. Okay? And so maybe that's what you're gonna see. But it's freedom, guys. It's freedom once you're able to tap into that. And I thought I was not an angry person. I'm not an angry person, but I had a lot of anger. I just didn't release. Once I started, I saw how much there was. I incorporated that in my weekly day. So, literally, what I did, I combined working out, so physical exercise, with anger release. So, I would do fitness. And so, home based fitness, like HIIT, essentially, high intensity interval training with body weight. I'm really fit. I'm in really good shape, guys. And you can become too. Really attractive. And what I did, I would push myself, put some music that would allow me to get angry, and I would just connect with all of the situations that anger me. And eventually, over time, and then I would release. I always had a pillow with me, a pillow in which I could scream. Highly recommend you do that if you want to try this. Okay. I just like yell and scream. And it's like sometimes I would cry because I would remember shit like, oh my God, in childhood, this happened. I would cry my eyes out. And I would cry sometimes because I would get to the hurt that was suppressed and the anger was on top of it. Right. And I would cry, I would feel liberated. And then I was like, wow, I look at the world with new eyes, with new realizations, with wisdom, with experience. And it provides so much confidence, so much security, so much grounding. Okay. And that is very attractive to the opposite sex because you become a real masculine self, not just somebody who is pretending to be masculine, but somebody who is, who has emotions, because we're human beings. We have emotions. If you don't have emotions, you're not a human being, you're a zombie. Nobody likes to be with a zombie unless it's another zombie. Do you want to be with a zombie? This course is not for you. If you want to be with a zombie, if you want to be a human with a human being, you need to understand you have emotions. You just didn't learn how to deal with that. So here I'm sharing what worked for me, and I did a lot of exploration because I was a traumatized kid, I needed a lot of exploration, a lot of different therapies because some things work for something, some things don't work for other things. But I'm giving you what really worked for me, and it's universal, especially for men. Okay. So that's about emotional releases. Sitting with it. That's another one. That's my least favorable one because you don't do anything. Practice mindfulness by allowing yourself to feel emotions without immediate reaction. Enhances understanding of emotional triggers and builds resilience. It does, but that's like my least favorite. But maybe it's going to be your favorite. I don't know. So I'm putting it here. It's still very good. I use it right after breath work. So when I sit sometimes I feel something like even creating this module, I feel like, okay, like something is off. Like, what is it? So I go and sit 4x4x4 breathing, 1 minute, and I go, okay, so what is it? And then I discuss with myself, talk with myself. So here I do something like I try to cut corners. I'm not doing a good something on a standard, and then I feel guilty. That's how guilt feels. Okay, interesting. What do I need to do in order to not feel guilty? Is okay, improve the quality of your work. These slides are the result of my emotional talking with myself because I want to do good for you. I want to make sure that you don't go through the kind of pain that I went through. You don't go through the kind of guessing it, that you have certainty, you have a certain plan, you have like you can look at me and learn from my experience and adopt it to yourself and just like go for the sky, right? Shoot for the sky, like get beyond the limitation, like get through this divorce if it's a breeze, right? Use my experience. That's what I want for you. I don't want you to suffer. Sure, pain exists, but the suffering doesn't have to, right? So I want you to do better for yourself, for your kids. This way I feel great because I know I have contributed. I've used my experience, lots of pain that I experienced, and I did something meaningful and good with it. So that's what the feeling was telling me, and that was guilt. And boom, okay, so I'm doing this, right? So sitting with it is not easy. It's just like, okay, welcome the emotion, feel where it is in your body. Is it in the chest? Is it in the arms? Sometimes anger is in the shoulders, fear is in the back. There is anxiety here in upper chest. Sometimes the pain is in the gut, like really like excruciating pain. Sometimes it's in the gut. That's what it is. You just feel it. It's in the body. It doesn't kill you, right? You're not going to die, but you stand a chance of learning something. And the emotions are a guide. Once you connect with them and you get to talk with them, you will live a much happier life because they tell you exactly what you need to do or not to. Okay? Um, that's what it is. They tell you the truth once you're connected with them. Not running away from them, not fighting them, not resisting them, but connect with them, allowing them in your body because, again, you're human. So you're an emotional being by definition. Okay? It's like rejecting the blood you have. You have blood and it runs through your vein. If you reject the blood, you're dead. Same thing with emotions. You're just emotionally dead, meaning you don't have a life experience. You live like a zombie, right? So allow the emotions in. They're coming in with for a reason. Okay? And they want to teach you something and they want to share with you something that you absolutely need to learn right now. Okay? Super important. And tapping. This is one of the ways I really like. It's easy, it's accessible, it's affordable. I'm going to share with you a little bit more and share with you even like a reduced cost that I have with the program because I partnered up with the program. Super good. So tapping emotional freedom technique. Use fingertips to tap on specific meridian points while focusing on emotional issues. Reduces stress and diminishes the emotional impact of distressing memories. Listen, it worked for me. It worked for millions of people. There is scientific research that tapping reduces PTSD symptoms. After 30 days, people don't even qualify for PTSD definition. Like this is major. Many different scientific studies. And tapping is just tapping on, we have energy meridians. Energy runs through our some channels. And when tapping on specific points, it just reduces the different emotions and reprograms your brain and the way the energy runs. I don't understand fully how it works, so I'm gonna lie to you if I did. But the most important thing is that it works and it's accessible anywhere, anytime if you have a telephone. All you need to do is actually, I want to tap, I experience anxiety, give me the freaking workout for 5 minutes, and you just tap, and then you assess, do you feel better or not? Okay, so these are the 10 ways I reduce stress and anxiety for myself, and pretty much everything I use here, even to this days, like emotional releases still happen to me. Still happen to me. I work out and I feel, oh shit. Then my brain is trained, right? This happened and this happened, and I received this email. It's like I really didn't like it, and this person didn't show up for the call. And it's like, and I just like this anger. I just release it and I go, okay, so you need to be better at this, structure it this way. I get an immediate feedback, immediate wisdom, and I can improve my life because I'm connected to my emotions, right? It's amazing, guys. Okay, even if you were to start with 3 of those 10, or create your own, or venture into your own, but do something about your emotional state because you have full control over this. You're not a victim to your emotions, right? I want you to really understand this. You're not a victim of this. Your emotions, if you're in a uncomfortable, negative emotions, it's because what you did prior led to this. But if you do differently, it's going to lead to a different experience, different emotions, right? So just adopt a few practices and start working on that. And there's going to be a worksheet at the end of this module that's going to facilitate that.